What is going on, Toy Pick community? I'm one of your hosts, one of the Toy Daddies. It's Yimbo from Yimbo Reviews Everything. I'm with my co-host tonight. You know him. It's No Chewing. What's going on, Sunty? How are you, buddy?
What's up, man? I'm doing well.
Excellent.
Happy to be here.
Good. Well, we're 2/3 of our Toy Daddy trio here to bring you the top 10 of the Toy Pick community as voted on by you, the Instagram community. So this is for the week of December 16th, 2022. This is now our fourth episode, right? This is our fourth episode on this YouTube channel. And we do have an amazing top 10 for you today. So, Santi, take it away. What are we excited to do?
We're excited to deliver the Toy Pick community top 10 for this week. Or no, not this week. Last week, December 16th. And each week we will be reviewing, as always, the Toy Pick community top 10. But we'll also be celebrating all the photos in the top 10, but also getting to know the people behind the camera. So we set out again to ask these important questions. What was your favorite toy growing up? What's the story behind your photo? And what is making you happy in the toy community right now? So, without further delay, let's get into the top 10 for the Toy Pick community.
That is right. You know us. We like to get right to the good stuff. So here we go. Number 10. Since it's the two of us, Santi will be taking 10 through 6, and I will be taking 5 through 1. So up first, No Chewing, take us away.
We got the amazing user dad.toys. And this is bringing us to the top 10. It's beautiful. If you're not familiar with dad.toys, go check his page. It's beautiful. It's simplistic. He captures the essence and the joy of these toys in a normal environment, like a kitchen. This is clearly in his office or some room he stores all his collectibles.
Sure.
And he has a really fun Miles recreating a Amazing Fantasy Spider-Man #1 pose and swing. Really fun. And I love the blurred out background. It's simplistic but beautiful.
It really is. And it's nice that as someone who, like, for myself, like, I shoot most of my stuff in dioramas, but I love branching out into the kitchen space, for instance. So I love also accounts like this. They're very eye-catching. The posing is on point, and I love the expressions. I mean, like, as you know, that Sentinel Miles figure is absolutely wonderful, and it's just great. The posing and the editing is just really well done. What a fun photo. Very deserved to be in this top 10. So congratulations, dad.toys. But I know we're not done because you got to give us our little background.
That's right. Luckily enough, dad.toys was able to answer some of these questions. So for what was his favorite toy growing up, it was the TMNT Raphael by Playmates.
Ooh, that's a good one.
It's fantastic. I had that Raph. I think a lot of people had that Raph. It's beautiful. For the second question, what's the story behind your picture? So, Dad.Toys said, recently watched Kill la Kill and had to track the figure down. She came with a flight head, so I knew I had to recreate the Amazing Fantasy 15 cover. This is an Amazing Fantasy 15. Okay.
Yeah.
I always get confused, but it's the iconic cover.
I knew what you were going for.
right. I am mistaken. So, yeah.
You were thinking first appearance, Spidey. I knew where you're going.
Yes. And for what is making them happy in the toy community right now, it's connecting with people who share the same passion for toys and having an artistic, creative outlet. Absolutely agree. I feel the same way. We hear this response commonly over the past few weeks about the sense of community. It's really it's an amazing thing. And then even I considered myself an amateur artist, and this is an amazing creative outlet for me you can do on a daily basis and not feel bogged down. And it's an ongoing, I guess some do set up some very elaborate scenes. I'm sure it takes them longer than 10 minutes, but if you want a 10-minute outlet, go with something simple, you can definitely capture something amazing.
Yeah, yeah, it's so true. And yes, it's just another fantastic. I really do look forward to those answers for number three because it reminds you of like again all the people behind all of the things that we do and just all the similarities. It doesn't matter our walks of life and backgrounds. Like this stuff brings us together, and it makes me so happy. So I love
Absolutely.
these responses. So congratulations to Dad.Toys. Again, I'm going to remind you now that all of the accounts that we talk about, if you don't follow them, then we do suggest that you do that. It's one of the things that I like to do too, is to go back in and make sure that I get to follow. And if I don't, I will. But catch all of these amazing artists that have been featured each week.
And absolutely. If you're looking for something, for a sense of, something to inspire your creativity, get, something going, go visit a page like Dad.Toys. Maybe you'll see something you like and it'll inspire your next photo.
And people love that. Like I want to say I coined the term, but like I've been using the term friendspiration. But when I see something that a friend has done that then inspires me, like that's so cool. So as long as you are shouting out like where you got your inspiration or friendspiration from, then that's great because that's what we all do. We all learn from and inspire each other. So
not to jump on a tangent, I do have one in mind. Just from that topic alone, Jay Shot had that amazing photo of Toka and Raza with Santa hats doing like the high school or Christmas card, positioning.
Yeah.
And I have a Toka Raza, the cartoon version, and I am gonna remix into
Very
his
cool.
photo because I thought it was fantastic. I got some Santa hats. I got those 2 toys. I'm going for it.
Very nice. I love it. I love it. All right, so let's now move down our countdown. So to number nine. One day we will get a soundboard, but that is not today.
Could you imagine the soundboard we have?
We'd be super obnoxious. We are all older guys.
We're probably obnoxious already.
We grew up with 90s like radio, so that's where we would be. It would be a disaster, but a lovely disaster.
I mean, when I hear like what's making you happy currently, it reminds me of long distance dedications by Casey Kasem. Maybe we should have that one day.
That would be fun. We'll have to do something similar. I like that. So number 9, let's give some props to Rockman _toys. So I love some forced perspective, man. Like I had the honor of talking to Dan's Toy Art the other day, and he plays a lot with that and just blending scales, not just like McFarlane and Legends, but Hot Wheels to something like this. Do you know what figure that is? That King Kong? Is that a NECA one? Or
I think it's NECA. Maybe he says it in the questions I have.
Right.
Read it, but maybe he, Rockman _toys says more about that. But yeah, this is This is great. This is a recreation of the Ready Player One race scene.
Right, with the Yep.
For that, opinions aside about the movie, some of those action sequences, race sequences, beautiful.
Oh yeah.
And especially anything for the DeLorean. It could be a DeLorean any movie.
It's
you
so
want
true.
a DeLorean showing up and it's flying around.
I'm in.
And the TIE fighter. I'm down. Give me 5 minutes of that. I'm good.
Dude, I love the lighting of this. It's with that nice orange sunset, I guess, right? Like that's how I'm interpreting it right now. It's like that nice little reddish orange hue. I also love like the angles of the buildings, whatever he used for the back or whatever they used for the backdrop. But just
do you think it's a Digirama, or do you think
it very well could be? But either way, whatever the selection is, just the way it is angled, it helps drive that distance with it in the back, like to really hammer home the scale, the size and scale.
Yeah, it has a nice. I'm always impressed with people that do a good job with layering. So you got the buildings in the background. Even the buildings have a sense of layering to themselves. And then you have King Kong, and then you have the road, then you have the DeLorean. So you get a nice feel for the environment being created.
Very nice. Yeah. So this is an excellent shot, Rockman _toys. Tell us a little bit about the artist.
So, Rockman _toys. What was your favorite toy growing up? His response was, my favorite toy as a kid for a long time. No surprise, common thread, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Okay.
The turtles are iconic. I absolutely love when other people appreciate them in the same way.
Mhm.
And for the story behind the story behind this photo was the movie Ready Player One,
Mhm.
which unites my admiration of King Kong and Back to the Future. Perfect.
Yeah, really. It's excellent. It's just well done. It's no wonder, and you know, this is another thing I find myself saying quite a bit on these shows, but it's so true. It's no wonder why these photos end up in the top 10.
Oh,
You know?
absolutely.
Yeah.
I mean, King Kong was a race.
And DeLorean, man,
DeLorean
you said it. When you can just throw in a DeLorean and I'm there.
could be anything.
Yep. So congratulations once again. So that's our number 9 spot.
Oh, one last question.
Oh yeah, oh, my
What
sorry.
is making you happy in the toy community right now? Participating in this community is quite an experience, as I have already made many friends and continue to discover incredible photography works. Absolutely.
Yeah.
There's always room to grow in this community. Always, the bar keeps raising,
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Some of the things that I admired when I first started shooting toys and strive for, those photographers have grown and
Yeah. Oh my
they
God.
raised the bar again.
Yeah. Yeah. But that's good because we, you know, again, it just continues to push us and challenge us. So it's true though. It is true. People grow, leveling up. I love it. So here we go, right? Moving on to number
Number 8,
8.
the Ocho.
Oh man, so this is something else. All right, so now I also I'm gonna probably butcher this name, but the VA collector or vac collector. I'm just saying we can only talk through text with people typically. So if we ever mispronounce, trust me, we were trying to get your handles right. But again, the biggest thing is being able to direct people and new eyes to your pages. So we will do our best. Again, we try to get your names right, just so you know. But yes, this is the Va collector.
This photo is fantastic. The again has a great depth to
Mm-hmm.
it with all the army builder, shield agents.
Yeah.
Our collector also has Maria Hill off in the background as well.
Mm-hmm.
Hulk right in the middle. I'm a sucker for a pink light, and the background has that pink hue. It's beautiful to me.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm assuming it's either atmosphere aerosol or a mister.
For sure, for sure. And that definitely enhances whenever I notice it does do a lot with the lighting, especially if you place lighting like they have in that tunnel in the back. It really does help.
Yes,
But
absolutely.
yeah,
Great
just
dial too.
yeah, and great posing. This is an awesome action scene. This is why you buy army builders, you know, so you can do stuff like this. Like I've been jonesing lately now that I have so many Cobra like versions of army, you know, like they're different factions. I just want to go nuts and just start having superheroes, you know, run through them just like this. So this is
Yeah,
a
I have
really well
5
done.
hand ninjas, and I don't
Okay,
use them enough. But I bought
I
them just so that characters like the Hulk could smash his way
yeah,
through a room.
dude. I have my suits. I have my ninja gang, and I just need to get them beat up more. I don't beat them up enough.
All
So
right,
yeah, really well done shot. So let's get to know the Va collector.
Bot collector. I'm actually 3 for 3 this week for responses, so I'm feeling great about it.
Very
So,
nice.
Bot collector. What was your favorite toy growing up? My favorite toy growing up was probably Hobgoblin from
Ooh,
Spider-Man Sneak Attack series. He could
okay.
ride on a string, throw a pumpkin bomb into the air. It was awesome and I
Oh,
loved it. I didn't have that, but that sounds
I didn't have that
fantastic.
one. It does sound fun.
Oh wow, how did I miss that? Oh, I love that. And for the story behind the photo, the story behind my picture is fairly simple. I just wanted to show Angry Hulk smashing things. Cool. Sadly for them, the things in my photo were Agents of Shields. And last question, what is making you happy in the toy community right now? I just love how this hobby brings people together, inspire them to create something new. Every new pick, diorama, or simple prop made just makes me happy.
Mm-hmm.
Totally agree. Love it.
Fantastic. Oh, it's so good. It's so good. And I mean, yeah, Hulk smashing things. It's the best. So
Absolutely.
congratulations. On coming in 8th place, Va Collector. Again, if I'm pronouncing or hitting the wrong parts, I apologize. But really well done. And again, go check them out. Go check their page out. Time for number
Number
7.
7.
I'm just gonna keep messing with the voices. All right, so this is Filipino _Buffalo. Another
wow.
awesome smash and shot. Is that clobbering in this case, right?
This is that's so cool.
Yeah.
And Filipino Buffalo got the new zombie wave.
Yeah.
Not full zombie wave, but Iron Man and Scarlet Witch from from Marvel's What If zombie.
Was it the Conchnu, right? The Conchnu Build-A-Figure?
Yeah, yep.
Yeah.
Oh, the Disney Plus wave is what I think is what they call it. That's awesome. You know, that cap has always been on my list of like I should just buy that one.
It's really good.
Now that there's a Scarlet Witch and an Iron Man, that's so good.
Yeah. I think I have to scoop those two up as well.
I think so. Right? Like,
that's the other thing. That's my third army building. Is like I have a zombie horde of McFarlane, DC, Superbat. You know, like zombied, and now I want those too, so I can have the Marvel. So yeah, I have a DC Marvel zombie horde. That's my third army building group. I love that Thing figure. I have that particular one. I have both versions or the recent, Legend version, but I love that one with the big thick belt. It's a great perspective. I think we've talked about it before, but like any kind of like top down angle with what we do is eye catching because it's not typically done. So in this case, it was composed really well. A lot of great posing, a lot of great angles. It's great. It pulls you right in. My eyes scan the whole. I'm looking at all the different details. I love how even Cap is being smushed. It's a great pose. He doesn't look happy.
None of them really do, but I mean, can you? I'm not familiar with the series enough, but can you turn a character like the Thing into a zombie? Is there a rock zombie?
Oh man, I mean, I would have to think that it would be possible. But
like if you bite rock, does the rock become a zombie?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, probably, but like I would assume it depends on. Again, this is now going into how deep of like comic book lore do I know? Like for me, like I know basic. I'm a basic understanding guy. So like the Thing, does Ben Grimm have rock organs? I'm not really sure. I guess that would kind of play into it too, right? Like if he has a rock heart, then I doubt he could. But if he has squishy normal people insides, then I would say that he could probably get turns.
Superhero physiology by the Toy Daddies.
There you go.
This is the answer to the questions that people really want to know. What is underneath the rock on the Thing?
Well, I will. You know what? This is a good chance, Santi, for us to point out that we do have our Toy Daddy Classics episodes, as well as future stuff that we will be doing for 2023. So if you do enjoy, I know this particular show, we got off a little track, but is about the photos. But if you like our banter, there's other stuff that you can check out. Also, Toy Talk and my channel, Yimbo Reviews, everything.
Now I'm just imagining that show that we do. It's like Toy Daddies Medical Edition.
Yeah, it'll be the House edition. do we have an action figure of House, whatever?
Toy Daddies MD.
Yeah,
there we go.
Right. So yeah, really wonderful shot. So do we have our answers from Filipino _Buffalo, right?
Yeah. You want me to read these ones off?
Okay.
All right. So for the favorite toy growing up, the original Jazz Transformer, fantastic Transformer. I loved that original one. My brothers had it. Incredible Transformers from the 80s with the actual die-cast metal. And Filipino Buffalo was saying that I watched the cartoon religiously and was like Ralphie from Christmas Story about to my mom that year, putting advertisements all over the house for him. Talking in Scatman Crothers' voice when talking at the dinner table, calling her Prime and whatnot. That's hysterical.
That is really funny.
And for the story behind the photo, is the Thing I'm collecting infected superheroes to bring them back to the Baxter building for Reed to try and cure with a new serum.
There we go.
Okay, so it's not the zombies ganging up on the thing. The thing is going out there because I think, to what we're saying, the thing can't be infected.
There we go. I like it. See how it all comes together?
There's someone that had the answer.
Yep. All right. So at least we had some good parallel thinking going on.
And for the very last response about what's making Filipino Buffalo happy about within the toy community, I'm very happy to be part of the toy community and excited to be part of the super creative toy photography scene. Simple as that. Perfect.
Love it. Fantastic work. So again, go check out Filipino_Buffalo and give them a follow. And now we are moving on to number 6. So now this name, I am not sure. The picture's fantastic.
I think it's pronounced Noir Kaiser FX.
Oh, there you go. Now that I broke it down, I was not seeing the forest for the trees. Okay. Noir Kaiser FX. Very cool. Okay. This is fantastic. Man, this makes me want to buy and complete this stupid Conchu wave because I really want that Conchu.
The head sculpt on Conchu is really cool.
Yeah. Oh man, and I have so many of this wave already. Like I love my Mr. Knight. I finally got to screw around with him this week. I love the posing of this shot on both characters.
I think I'll slowly build up this wave as well. I have Kate Bishop. I have She-Hulk.
Yeah.
It's a cool wave. I think I'm gonna go for it.
I mean, and who's the agent? I want to get the agent now. I think he's
Jimmy
awesome.
Woo.
Jimmy Woo. I need to get
Jimmy Woo.
So then who's left? I think I'm gonna end up getting them all. There was one character I was like on the fence about, but
let's just pull this off the shelf and take it
here we go. Yeah. Let me know. Another
Jimmy. This is actually not the right wave. Oh my god.
Oh, Jimmy Woo's from the other
I'm
one?
looking at the Infinity Ultron wave. I don't know what's in the Conchu wave.
Okay. All right. Well, Noir Kaiser FX. I just have to say, like, the lighting of this shot is tremendous. I love the lighting coming from inside the window back there. I'm not sure which of the 6 figures you had to buy to build the Conchu, but it was worth it now that I see the shot, and I've been resisting it, but this is making it making it very hard.
Now that I think of it, it's Zombie Iron Man.
That's right.
Witch.
Right.
Jimmy Woo, Old Man Loki.
Yes.
That's at least 4 of them.
Yeah. I know.
Oh man, stuff.
It's okay.
It's only because I don't have any of those figures yet. I have Jimmy Woo on pre-order.
Oh wait, I'm such a dummy. I have the Mr. Knight box right here.
No, Mr. Knight's in the Infinity Ultron.
Oh, that's what we just talked about. Oh yeah. All right. Well, in my face. So what do you like about this shot, Santi? What are you thinking?
It's good composition. I love Conchu standing right behind Mr. Knight. Good posing on Mr. Knight, and I think that's a NECA diorama set behind it with it, because that would only be able to explain the window.
But I think this might be more of a homemade or purchased from a diorama builder.
Oh, maybe,
to be honest, because I have the NECA, like the details of these bricks and the grout and everything looks like it had some TLC to it. So unless the NECA one was customized, that's always a possibility. But I think this is like some purchased or homemade stuff.
Either way,
which we always appreciate.
Cool.
Oh yeah,
I love the lighting too. It's a night shot, lots of blues, and it's
you know what it is? It's the fact that it's pulled off, because like I have my city block and I'm constantly trying to think of ways to like grimy it up with that. Like, but for me, I'm so like, I don't want to get my toys dirty, but that's what it needs, like, because this is a very gritty shot, like, and I am envious of people that can pull off, like, again, 1/12 scale shots in like such a hyper realistic environment like that.
Absolutely.
Like I'm not quite there. I didn't get my setup there. That's my next little
I don't
evolution.
have a good outdoor like street vibe. All my shots are inside what looks like maybe a spacey hallway or in a sewer. Definitely have a nice sewer low setup. Or in front of a castle.
Yeah, right. Those are all good ones. All good choices. All right, so let's get to find out about Noir Kaiser FX. What's going on?
Unfortunately,
this is the person that I reached out to, and I didn't get a response.
But
okay,
overall, it's okay. If you're
Yes.
interested in learning more about Noir Kaiser FX, please reach out to this user, follow this
Yeah.
user, show some love, likes, all that good stuff.
Yep, and I did also throw out to them that when I reached out like a little bit earlier today, just saying, "Hey, one last shot." But if you do happen to check out the stream and you're watching us talk about your artwork right now, you can answer these questions. I would say like in the collab post that you did with Toy Pick Community. Just say like, "Hey, just wanted to answer the Toy Daddy questions," and do it that way. Because again, the whole thing is about just getting to know new people and getting to meet new fans and new fellow photographers in the community. So that would be my suggestion. But you know, you're your own boss. Do what you want to do.
Yeah, post it.
At the end of the day.
Comment on the post on IG. Comment on the post on once this video goes up.
Yep.
It's all good.
All right. So coming up to number 5.
Top five. Here we go.
All right. So I'm gonna do the best I can with this name as well. Is it Elios Path, Brazil?
I think I'm gonna go quick. I'm gonna say Elios Path, Brazil.
Elios Path, Brazil. Okay, we are trying again. We want to get the names right, but thank you very much. All right, so number 5.
I might be very wrong.
Yeah, it depends on where the accents are, like where the syllables are hitting. But this shot is another just eye-catching. You got some nice triangle composition going on, which again, it's very easy to just Google like photography composition and just to test stuff out. I've been meaning to do it to try out a few more to play with.
I have a book I've been meaning to read about different angles and all that. Maybe that'll be one thing we work on in the future.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, it's so much, and that's again when we try to come up with our future Toy Daddy stuff, we want to do things that will cater to the Toy Pick community. So if you think photography discussions, again, we never pretend to be experts, but just talking out our process and learning from each other. So yeah,
we can only advocate that we'll be passionate about it.
Exactly. So now I believe, if I'm not mistaken, that these are the Diamond Select ring rates. Is that what I'm looking at? With Mordor in the back there?
I was actually gonna ask. I don't know these characters. Is this Lord of the Rings characters?
That's what's jumping out to me as that this the Diamond Select Lord of the Rings figures have been looking really, really good to me lately because so many of our buddies have been shooting them.
Yeah.
And I think it is. I think it has the cloth goods. I want to say because otherwise I'm not sure. I don't think they're Mythic Legions. They're definitely
it would make sense with that background. It's almost like the Eye of Sauron.
Right. That's what I'm thinking. That's Mordor back there. But regardless of whether it's if you're a Lord of the Rings like super fan, where like again, I like the Lord of the Rings. I've read the books, and I feel silly that it's not jumping out to me, but I'm pretty sure it is. But either way, in the mythic world, in the fantasy medieval setting, this shot is a banger. Like again, really just awesome. It's really well done, and there's the stuff that we'd like to talk about with like the ground in the like the actual ground in the foreground, and it just adds all of that texture and depth to the shot.
The thing that always stands out to me, and it's the smallest detail, but I love a good highlight mark. So if you look on the character on the closest foreground, there's a little bit of a highlight on the thigh and on the shin.
Oh, right.
And I just love that detail. If you notice on a lot of my shots, I always try to get something like that because I don't know, something about it is just really appealing. It makes it feel real.
Yeah, for sure. So again, go check out
Elios Path, Brazil.
Path, Brazil. There we go.
I can only assume they are from Brazil.
Yes, and then so in terms of childhood toys, the response was Gandalf Asmus toys. So I'm not sure. I can't picture that one, but I'll have to look it up. But I will take your word for it as being a favorite childhood toy. So clearly, if Gandalf, then I'm starting to lean towards my Lord of the Rings prediction being correct. These are definitely ring race. I'm no longer feeling as silly.
As you say, as we've been talking about that, the head sculpt on the first one definitely.
Yeah.
Clearly.
So for the story behind this picture, it was tell what a character's dream. It was to allow you to envision the character's dreams, goals, and missions. And in terms of the favorite aspects of being in the community, what brings them joy, it's again the group mutual help that we provide one another. So congratulations again on coming in number 5. Go give them a follow. Go check them out. I will be doing the same if I don't already follow. Again, I follow a lot of accounts, you know.
Yeah, I have to. I always have to circle back and
Yep.
take a look at the top 10, even the top 30,
Oh,
see
yeah.
who I'm not following, who I need to start following.
Yeah.
There's a better way of saying it.
Right. So congratulations, and now we will move on to number 4.
Four. Oh, this one. Beautiful.
This is neat. So Ultimate Luke I've been following for a long time. His stuff is spectacular. I know he's been featured by, I want to definitely Mezco, possibly NECA. Like his stuff is posing, his shots, simplistic beauty, just like this. In terms of, not too much into a shot, it's really focused on the angles, composition, and figure. That's what. And this one is. This is some heavy duty editing. This is very nice.
Yeah, this doesn't look like a toy. If clearly it's a toy because it's
Right.
on the toy pick community. But if you saw this in the wild, you saw this at a con, it printed out, you could easily mistake it for a comic book.
Yeah, without a doubt. I love the red accents. Really tremendous. I'm just talking just in case Santi is still there, but I'm not hearing him right now. So I'm going to keep rattling on. But I want to say, because as I sit here holding my brand new, I love this figure, the Dark Knight Superman, I'm fairly certain that is the Hush Superman, which I never ended up getting. I wanted to, but I didn't.
I missed.
Hey, you're back
1 minute ago, but
that's okay.
I don't know what happens.
Don't worry. That's what I said. I think we lost something there for a minute, but I'm going to keep talking. So I was just speculating that, like this, I love this figure. I was just saying how I got this new Mayfix Dark Knight Superman, but that looks like the Hush Superman,
I think this is the Hush one. Yeah,
I never did own.
Slimmer.
Yeah. What a tremendous shot.
Yeah, if you ever see that Hush Superman show up again, it's an easy, immediate pre-order.
I know, and we've had the chances too. They even did the re-release, but that's why now I'm just so in love with my big old Boy Scout. I love this guy. Oof.
Yeah,
that's my dude. That's my current Superman right now. As much as I love my Mezco Reeves, this is my. I just can't wait. I can't wait to do so much.
It's only because you say you're not really into the comics itself, but that's comic book Superman. That is easily 90s animated Superman.
Yeah. It's very cool. So the Ultimate Luke, really, this is a well-deserved honor, man. That is poster worthy. That is really spectacular. That should be on iPhone wallpapers, desktops, everything. That
should be on. DC Comics should put this on a comic book. I swear, this is beautiful.
Yeah, and I really do think that as this community continues to grow and rise, like that's what we're gonna see in our lifetimes. We're gonna see stuff like this art form being accepted more mainstream. I really do believe that, because
I imagine
look at this
Death of Superman again.
Yeah.
This is the cover.
So now I'm excited. So the Ultimate Luke, his favorite toy growing up. We're literally any Spidey figure I was allowed to have. Haha, yes, I hear you, man. They were always the limited articulation ones, though. I always wanted figures with as much articulation as possible, but the tech wasn't there yet. Dude, I didn't even know that I wanted this much articulation, up until a few years ago. To be perfectly honest, Luke. Like, I was so happy with my 5 POA.
Yeah.
But yes, as I grew older and started seeing the extra, 30 points. Oh yeah, so now I want all the points.
Now it's not. There's no going back. You need it now. You need the butterfly joints. You need the toe articulation.
That's so true. Oh, so the story behind this shot, with the picture that was shared at the time, I was experimenting with editing on my phone. I just wanted a very impactful portrait for Superman. I like trying to convey emotional images. That's what I was saying. Lots of portraits, but like really like personalities. He emotes so well through the figures in these portraits.
Mm-hmm.
And what's making Luke happy in the toy community right now? He said, what's great with the toy community is the constant support to one another. You find loads of groups of photographers that stick together and always support each other. So yeah, the constant support and friendship of others is amazing. Yes, this is why we do what we do, because this is what we need to hear more about: friendship and like people enjoying each other's company and talking and conversations. Like I love hearing that stuff.
Yeah,
That's all I want to talk
absolutely.
about,
It's one of my
right?
favorite aspects of the toy community. You know, it's great for a creative outlet. It's great to see other people's work, but the support and the never-ending, continuous conversation that occurs, it's the best part.
Exactly, because when there's so much like you turn on any other news stage, you turn on any channel, and it's divisive and fear mongering, and it's like no, what real actual people are talking about is coming together and making things and creating, and that's what's happening. That's the real stuff. So that's why I love talking about this, and that's why I love hearing stories like this.
Absolutely. And when
Feels
it's
so good.
focused on joy itself,
Yeah.
it's absolutely fantastic.
Yep. So congratulations, the Ultimate Luke. Well done. I'm fairly certain I've seen your artwork grace the TPC in the past, and I look forward to many more in the future. Really well done. So here we go. Moving on to number three.
Three.
All right.
This
Paper.
one, yes.
Yeah. Paper.lens.tech. You and I both have this reptile figure, right?
Yep.
Yeah. This is again, look at the editing job. That like when I look at that, I'm like, man, how much time went into that? Because I like I've said to your work before, like that type of stuff blows me away because like I'm well aware of my strengths and weaknesses,
Absolutely. Yeah, I love drawing on simple effects. My weaknesses are group shots and apparently dioramas. But
no, I would not say that. I've seen your stuff.
Usage of dioramas or a variety of dioramas. But yeah, the shot's awesome. It's a great portrait. It really showcases Reptile in all his glory, really. And yeah,
and
it's a solid figure.
He made the figure look cool with the little cap on, because like when I took him out of the box, I'm like, I'm never shooting this guy with this dingus cap.
I'm with you. I was never gonna shoot with the reptile head either.
Oh, see, I thought the reptile head looks really awesome. So I was like,
well, now in this photo, yes,
Yeah.
it looks really awesome. But when I looked at it in the box, I'm like, yeah. I prefer reptile, sneaking behind a tree.
Yeah. But yeah, so, like really, it's just like the stellar editing, because the portrait, the portrait's great, the pose is awesome, but just the colors popping and the editing effects, just really spectacular
well
stuff.
done.
So getting to know paper.lens.tech. So favorite toy growing up would be Spider-Man. So there you go. I'm right there with you. What's the story behind your picture? The story behind my picture is wanted to showcase the force ball attack of Reptile from Mortal Kombat in a menacing way as he prepares to launch it. So you nailed it. And what's making you happy right now? So the support from the community is so encouraging that it helps me to think creatively each time I take a photo. It's true, whether it's pulling inspiration or just being like in a friendly competition sense, like, oh, let me try this now, and just that pushing and oh, it's so good. I mean, something and I know we push each other.
yeah. As I said, I'm pushing myself to recreate that shot.
Yeah.
And then when you look at some other artists that create these elaborate shots, you just want to try, right?
No, for sure. So congratulations to our third place. So yeah, we were in the top 3 now. So the third place of our top 10. So paper.lens.tech. Congratulations. And now we get into our final 2 places. So coming up, number 2.
The dose.
Oh man, this hits so beautifully. So this number 2, congratulations first of all Go out to I'm gonna say Leon Works.
Lineworks.
Lionworks. That okay, that does sound better. Lionworks. All right. So I'm not sure which figures these are. I'm not sure. It doesn't matter. I mean, at the end of the day, this concept and the way it was executed is just dude, I've taken many like Mando pulling Grogu like dad shots. So like this just hits me in all the feels.
I think this is SHF.
Okay.
But
Is it cloth or is it just have that really hyper realistic cloth
the only reason
look
why I
to it?
say it and why I don't think it's Black Series is the
Yeah.
shine on the armor.
Okay. All right.
Specifically the helmet. Like I have that one, and I feel like my helmet's more gray, not as shiny metallic.
It can't be. I mean, like I'm only other thing I could think of is a hot toy because I have the Mafex one, but like they just look so textured. Like it looks like just wearing a shirt. And the pants, like I'm not seeing the normal joints and knee bends and stuff. You know what I mean? Like that would be on a Figure Arts or a Mafex.
I feel like it's not a 1/6 scale just because if Lionworks found a 1/6 scale sled like that.
Oh,
I mean, I guess maybe you go to Target, you can maybe be able to find something like that.
Maybe, man. I'm not sure. You're gonna have to listen, or we're gonna find out in the answers. But I mean,
we should ask that. That should be a new question that we ask. What figure is this?
Yeah, that should be
But that hat I believe is from Mezco.
Oh, okay.
I think it's the hat that comes with the holiday figures.
Okay,
but I could be wrong.
All right. Well, I'm into the shot no matter what because, like I said, it hits me in all the spots. It's glorious. It's a glorious, well done, just holiday family, father son. It's great. It's great. I'm curious about the background too because it has like an artistic. I don't know if it's like a the digital backdrop that's more of that art style, like a watercolory type backdrop, or if it's just from editing, like it's just really blended really well because I can't tell.
Yeah.
But it looks Bob Rossy. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, it's perfectly done because it's blended well. I think the foreground trees are real trees, like real toy props, and then I think it might be a diorama or a printed out background.
Right.
Because it doesn't have the shine of a diorama.
Right. True. Very true. God, it's really good. All right. So here we go. Favorite toy growing up. Favorite toy growing up has to be Voltron.
Oh, that's a good one.
That's a good
pick.
My
brother said Voltron.
I had a Voltron. I did. But yeah, it's just so cool. Come on, robots transforming.
5 cats equals 1 robot human.
Yep,
a robotic human person.
All right, so here we go. What's the story behind your picture? I love placing characters into real life situations. The Bond, Mando, and Grogu have made me put them in a holiday spirit by going out to the woods to pick out this year's Christmas tree. Very nice. And what's bringing you joy right now? So the community support is making me happy at the moment. With great support comes great motivation to push out more creativity in my toy photography. It's a great feeling when I receive great comments along with sharing my photos across IG. I love all the photos I post, but when others in the community love my photos, it makes it all the more special. It's so true. This is why we make art, for people to enjoy it, So when it gets enjoyed, that's what's nice.
Yeah, this is a fantastic shot. One thing that I wanted to point out, the detail on the ground itself.
Yeah.
The footsteps and the shadow.
It's yes. That is a good point. Oh, they did that. And even like just the treads of the sled being pulled.
Lots of thought went into this photo.
Yeah, it definitely wasn't just whatever it's made out of. It wasn't just dumped on the table. Like that was placed out, thought well. That's a great shot. This again deserving of a spot on the top 10. Not only here, making it to the top 2. And now, no chewing. We come to the number 1 pick for the week of December 16th. Are you ready?
Yes. Let's go.
Number
Number
one.
one.
Da-da-da-da. Here we go.
Oh, this shot.
This is
Beautiful.
I'm going to say Corbett or Corbett Photography. Shelby Corbett Photography. I'll just do it phonetically. Wow. Another, like, you know what? This was a week full of more straightforward figure shots pulled off so well. And I hope that more people, like if you're, watching us for the first time or you've been sticking with us each week, that again, like there's no, like Santi and I will tell you all the time, like if you feel something's worth posting, then post it. Like it will be interpreted and appreciated by people out there. And I love that this week it wasn't these big, massive, elaborate setups and explosions and all sorts of stuff. Because sometimes that's very intimidating. Like I've been doing this now for a while, and I know, like if I'm like I have a big idea, I'm like, oh god, that's a big idea. Like I know how much time it's gonna take to put into it. So when you can do something like, and this, I can't even. This is not a simple shot. It looks simple, and that's the ingenuity and the genius behind it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Dude,
Absolutely.
I mean, I just was running my mouth because like I'm floored by how they pulled this off. Because like I said, just very straightforward, simplistic with the bokeh. But in actuality, to shoot and execute this and then to edit out, like how do you put a stand on a dried leaf? Like really?
That's true. That's true. Do you think maybe it's not in the stand? Maybe they used like a brick or something, and then
Okay,
you take
yeah.
two shots and you just.
Or there's I know the glass table is an ACBA type of thing where
Oh,
you use
that's
like the
true.
plane of glass that you could do something like that. I mean, and it could be any of it. Like the fact that this makes us and sparks the curiosity of what went into the behind the scenes. And now I'm gonna have to go check to see their page to see if it is posted, because I need to know how this was crafted.
The touch that makes it look, it's a beautiful touch. That little bit of light underneath the corner, like the left side of the leaf, makes it feel like there's no stand at all.
Right.
There's just two chipmunks flying falling, taking a ride on a leaf.
Yeah.
And yeah, the bokeh is beautiful in the background. Even to expand upon what you said, this is it looks simplistic, not a lot of diorama work, props, and all that, but it's beautiful in its own way. Has a lot of technique applied to it. The shot, the last shot we saw had a lot of detail put into that photo of like the background, the trees, the snow, the shadow. The shot before that, a lot of digital, effects added, after. And those are three very different shots. And it's amazing to see that, it made it to the top three to really accentuate that, what you said. If you think a photo is cool, post it. We're all about cool. Just
right.
It could be anything. As long as it's fun and you can elicit some emotion, it'll do well.
That's it. So let's see if Shelly had, what they have to say. So, what was your favorite toy growing up? I don't think I had a favorite toy when I was a kid. I was born before the age of action figures. My favorite pop culture characters from my childhood are Chip and Dale and Kermit. Maybe that will count. I would say sure. Yeah,
Absolutely
I'm sure there were
counts.
some, like there must have been some kind of toys hanging around of Chip and Dale and Kermit, right? Come on. I'm sure there was a toy. What's the story behind your picture? The image has a bit of a story behind it. Back in the day, a talented photographer named Matt, aka Captain Chaos, created the Paraleafing Stormtroopers. I always loved his images and have occasionally put my own spin on his original idea. Recently, I created an image with a skeleton paraleafing taken during a 14-day challenge for Lens Baby, the lens company that I'm an ambassador for. Oh. Soon after that challenge ended, we were doing a leaf challenge with so it's _ toy photographers _ community, and I needed more photos featuring leaves. That's when Chip and Dale decided to take a ride on a maple leaf. A little hot glue, some crazy arms, and some nice backlight all led to an image that is one of my top 3 for the year. Wow.
I did not even think about the glue.
Hot glue, crazy arms, and nice backlight. Wow.
That's genius. Congratulations. That makes sense. I mean, a leaf couldn't really support 2 figures like that, but some hot glue.
This is when when I hear something like that and my brain breaks, that's where I'm processing. Like, wow, like that. What is this new information I was just told?
And I love the ingenuity, like
Yeah,
taking something
yeah,
that's two leaves
yeah,
from your backyard and some hot glue, and you made a prop.
yeah.
That's spectacular.
Oh, so cool. And what's making you happy right now? So I've been a toy photographer for almost 11 years. Oh, I always get jealous
Wow.
of the pre-2020 toy photographers that they knew it was a thing. I remember back in the day when it all seemed like the community was small enough that everyone knew everyone else. Even before COVID and the lockdowns, it seemed like the community was rapidly expanding. Then with COVID, well, the growth has been exponential. I love people are finding us and jumping in and putting their own spin on these popular toys. But what I love even more is how so many talented toy photographers are getting opportunities beyond this community. Xbox launches, Nikon fan features, working with sports teams. Even Lego came out with a book of toy photography. I'm proud of our community and of the great work that is being done by so many amazing photographers and how everyone keeps pushing this hobby to amazing new heights. I'm honored to be able to play a part in the success. Shelly, that's fantastic. We are going to have to connect. You're already a kindred spirit. I can feel it. That's really awesome. And like I said, very jealous. 11 years. But this has been must have been really cool now to see, like, again, the growth of the community, to be in it and to really, like you said, like they said, like, feel like everyone that's doing it, and now all of a sudden this explosion, and it's still small in the grand scheme of the internet, but it's growing. Adult toy buyers, the fourth largest market in the toy growth market. It's us. It's us. So, holy cow, everybody. This has been our fourth episode of the Toy Daddies TPC Top 10. This was for the week of December 16th. What an amazing. So, I'll just run back. So, there was our first shot. So, once again, I will highly recommend that you go and check and follow all of these accounts over on Instagram. So, Shelly Corbett Photography came in number 1. Then we had Lionworks come in number 2. Paper.lens.tech. Number 4 was The Ultimate Luke. 5. You want to take this one again?
Elios Path, Brazil.
Thank you. Number 6 is Noir Kaiser Effects. Number 7, Filipino_Buffalo. Number 8, The Va Collector. Again, I'm butchering it, I'm sure, but The Va Collector. Number 9, Rockman_Toys. And number 10 is at Dad.Toys. Boom. So, Santi, where else can we find you on the internet?
You can find me on Instagram, username no.chewin. You can find me on YouTube on Monday nights at 8:30 with one of the hosts of Toy Talk. So simply search at toy_talk. And on Thursdays on this show, if you're watching, you already found us.
Yep.
So feel free to click subscribe, like, notifications, all the good stuff.
Sounds good. And then for me, you can find me over on my channel, Yimbo Reviews Everything. Same over on Instagram and TikTok. Don't forget TikTok, No Chewings over there too. We're still making that thing. We're still pushing that over there too. But yeah, if you can, if you liked what we did here tonight and want to hear us talk about other things about life and toys, then by all means, please subscribe to our other accounts. But thank you very much for tuning in and listening to us talk about not just toys, but toy photography. It is a great honor that we get to do this every week. And we will be back again during our winter break, filming next week. We don't know exactly what time, but we'll make it work. And there will be an episode next Friday. Because that's what we do, Santi, right? We're dads. We just get the job done. That's what we do.
Absolutely. And we want to see and talk about the next top 10.
Yeah, of course. This is what excites us. Yeah. So thank you, everybody, for tuning in. Greatly appreciated. Have a wonderful weekend, and we look forward to next week. Peace. Wait. And